There's some encouraging news out of Britain in the push for a COVID-19 vaccine. Early trials have shown the injection triggers the body into making both antibodies and boosting T-cell counts. I spoke earlier with Dr. Imran Ali. Good morning, Dr. Ali, and as always, thank you for joining us. I want to know, what are your thoughts on the news Monday about the experimental vaccine from Oxford University? The early results seem very encouraging, but what are the next steps?
Well, Mona, this is really exciting. The news from yesterday out of Oxford, the Oxford vaccine trial, which is being worked along with AstraZeneca, shows that this new vaccine, which is already in that phase 3 clinical period, the final period before final approval, is showing so far that the volunteers who have gotten the vaccine actually not only build antibodies, but they also trigger T-cell immunity, which is another way to attack the virus, which gives the human body two different methods of attacking the virus, which is pretty exciting.
And there are new questions about the accuracy of COVID-19 tests. Dozens of people, including many nursing home residents, received false positive results from a public lab in Connecticut. They're blaming a flaw in one of the testing systems. But what does that say overall about the accuracy of testing?
Well, we are getting much better and much more accurate with our testing, I have to say that. And I think now we're moving to what we call a pooled testing strategy, where we can take 5 or 10 samples and use one test at one time so we can get results faster. Now, maybe in this case, we're not quite sure exactly. The investigation is still going on, but maybe in the pooled testing strategy, you are at a higher risk of getting these false positives if you don't do the follow-up test.
And lastly, Dr. Ali, with a heat wave spreading across the country this week, we want to revisit the issue of whether air conditioning can spread COVID. What is the risk, and should people be concerned?
Well, you know, air conditioning can harbor a lot of debris, a lot of, things that get caught in filters, especially the air conditioners that are the window-based and the portable air conditioners. But those filters are not the type of filters that will trap viral particles. Now, with a central air conditioning system, it's different. You can talk to your air conditioning provider, and they can give you something called a MERV 13 filter, which has been proven to capture 90% of the particles that are less than 0.3 microns. So generally, the larger HVAC systems or the central air conditioning systems, you can get these specialized filters. There are few filters for the portable air conditioners and for the window air conditioners. So, we're going to have to keep the air conditioners on because heat stroke is a real health problem, but we have to just make sure our air conditioners are maintained and they're clean.
All right, thanks to Dr. Ali, and he said if things keep going well, we could see a vaccine for the most vulnerable by January and everybody else in the spring.
Ooh, I like that timeline.
Right?
Sooner would be better.
But the heat, it gets hot into those masks
so
as
hot.
well.